Hey there, welcome. As promised, this is the second video on what I use for my journaling process. This is the second of a three-part series on what I use for journaling, but I divided the videos on the kind of system that I use. So the first video was on my Rotterfaden covers. You can find it on my channel. The second video, this one, is about my traveler's notebook. All of them are from the Traveler's Company. And the third video is going to be on my commonplace books, or what I call my commonplace books. And of course, you don't have to have a traveler's notebook from the Traveler's Company in order to have a system kind of similar to this, where you have more than one notebook or insert inside a cover. There are many other brands that you can find on Amazon, and there are also many videos and tutorials on how to make your own traveler's notebook. I personally really like this brand. I like to customize them, make them my own. I enjoy the kind of leather they use. I enjoy the size, so that's why I tend to lean or prefer the Traveler's Company brand. But again, you don't have to have this brand to have a system similar to this. And also another note is, my only goal here is that you find some ideas that inspire you and that you could apply to your own journaling process or your own creative process. So let's start. So let's start with the Altos one. This one I've had it for around 7 years. I got it on 2015 and it was a gift. And the size is just perfect because it's the same height as an A5, but it's slimmer. It always feels very portable. And if I only have one insert, it's actually very, very light to carry around. This one I had it customized at Baumkuchen. I added the brown pocket, this charm brass plate, I don't know what it's called, but I added this, the rivets inside, a secretarial pocket, more rivets in the back, and a pin loop. And I bought this charm that says "Trust the process." And in here I have it embossed and it says, "Life is what happens after you make a plan," and it has a little dog. This is a Baumkuchen design, I think. It's hard to see because there's a lot of contrast. The light is not good, I'm sorry. But yeah, so let's look inside. Also, if you're familiar with the Traveler's Company, they always come with an extra elastic of a different color. For example, they always come, the elastic band is usually the same color as the cover, but the extra one is kind of like an accent color, if you will. And I always like to use the colorful elastic band. In here I'm housing my 5-year journal. You can find on my channel a video where I show you how I make my own 5-year journal. This journal is actually contained in 3 inserts, but I like to carry 2 at a time because I don't like to make this too bulky. I think 2 is perfect for this kind of cover. So I usually carry the one from the previous months and the current one. For example, we're in June, so this is my current 5-year journal, and the previous one is the one that goes from January through April. In here I have from May through August. So in September, for example, I will remove this one, move this one to this side, and add the insert that goes from September through December. And I love being able to switch and move them. I can have one insert at a time, the one I'm currently using, or all 3, but 3 feels too bulky. And I'm super happy with this 5-year journal. And right now I'm on my 2nd year. I can't show you really what I have in here because it's very, very personal. It's my day-to-day life, basically. But you can see what it looks when it's blank on the video where I kind of show you how I make this. because in that video I do have blank pages because I had just made it. Right now I have 2 years worth of writing in here, so, and yeah, it's my personal life, so I won't be able to flip through what I have in here. But I've been super happy with these. These are thin paper inserts from the Travelers Company, and yeah, I mean, I'm here for the long run. This one ends on 2024, so I have 2 more years worth of writing in here. And I'm still deciding if I will do another 5-year journal. I do like having a 5-year journal for myself because it's very cool to see. I don't know if, for example, today, as I write my entry for today, read what I did this exact day a year before. This is the one I've had the longest, but when you spend so much time with a cover, because you're just switching what's inside, but you still work with this. It may sound weird, but you kind of develop a relationship with your notebook. And yeah, if there's a fire, I will run for these 3. The Rotterfallen that I showed in the previous video, and these 2. So this is the brown one. I've been thinking about naming them. I'm not too much into naming my notebooks, but these ones, they're with me for the long run, so I may eventually give them a name. So this is the brown one, and this is a black cover, also customized by Baumkuchen, Truly Yours. With this one I went with Japanese aesthetic, so that's why black on black, the red elastic with this red knot, and it has the Wabi Sabi stamp. And this one again is one of my favorites, my 3 babies, and I can't get enough of this one. This is my chunky traveler's notebook. Man, the light is so bad. Yeah, this also has the rivets, secretarial pocket. This pen loop is from Leuchtturm, and I pasted it to this folder. And man, I like holding them is pure joy. So this is a journal. I use it to write, and I mentioned this in a previous video where I show you kind of like when I introduced you to this cover when I just got it, and I have some journaling videos in here. And this is kind of for example, I have my journals for stream of consciousness, just brain dump, get out what I have on my mind, don't think about it, just get it on paper. In here is the opposite. I really try to process my thoughts and really structure my arguments. So in this kind of notebook, I kind of have arguments with myself, or with a writer, or with an artist, kind of exploring something. It's a lot of like, I don't know if it's like a correct term, but kind of exploration writing. I try to explore a thought or an idea and develop it, and try to, yeah, the best way I can find to describe this is kind of essay writing. That's why I go kind of slow, but I mean, I don't go as fast as my other journals, because sometimes I start a paragraph and I think about it, and then I keep working on it the next day. And I also have a lot of collaging in here. I found that when I'm stuck with a thought, or when I'm stuck with my writing, collaging and scrapbooking kind of gets my creative juices going. And for example, this is some of the scrapbooking. I won't be able to show you much of the writing, but this insert I made it myself. I mixed scrapbook paper with craft paper, dot paper, and thin paper, and that also stimulates creativity, because I would write and then I would stumble upon the scrapbook paper, and I would be like, oh, it's time to paint, and I would look for something to inspire me to paint, and it's really fun. I love this, but I'm looking for parts that I can show. For example, in this is the scrapbook paper, so I finished writing and then I moved on with some artwork, and I have quotes and stickers, and I play with different kinds of paper. What else? This is some scrapbooking. So the writing, I can't show much of it, but let me see. Oh, this is one of my favorite. Okay, I can show you this. This is a quote from Maya Angelou. This again is like collaging. I love this flower from a Vogue magazine, and I added in here. This is a frog. I feel silly just describing what I have in here. This is another fun one. I went to a coffee shop called Coffee with Aliens, and I loved their logo, so I drew it in here, wrote a little bit. Here's the date. And sometimes I don't finish a spread on one sitting, so this I did it one day. I left this blank because I didn't know what to add over here, and then I saw this picture in a magazine of a very beautiful dress that was kind of flowy, and I thought it went well with this. And in some other magazine I found this writing, so I really like how this turned out. Also this one, this is just a window, but then I have this postcard from some friends, and I made this collage with stickers and again pieces from magazines, and like this in Spanish reads power. That's the sort of thing I have in here. There's more writing. These are the lyrics from a song by Adele, Easy on Me. It really touched. I think this song is so moving, and it really shook me when I heard it. That's why I wrote down the lyrics. And then some other day I added this over here, which I love this picture. This is a review on the Batman movie. Some pages I have blank because as I go through this, I look for depending on what I want to express or what I want to do, I look for the pages that feel right. So sometimes I'm looking for the scrapbook paper or the Tomoe River paper or the sketchbook paper, so I left this blank, and I'll come back to this some other day. I pre-decorate some pages. Oh, this is another collage. Another collage. This one I really like. I love this dress, and then I had this decorative paper lying around, this sticker, and some other day I found this writing, and I really like how this turned out. Another song that really touched me. The lyrics. And more collaging and pictures that somehow inspired me. These are some thoughts on the second season of Euphoria. More pictures that I thought were beautiful, aesthetically, in colors. So all these pages where you see collages, they are not finished because I still have to write. So I would probably add another layer of paper in here to write something, and to write over here. So none of these are finished. In here I would also like to add another layer for writing, and over here. So it's a work in progress. It's so therapeutic. I enjoy it so much. So yeah, I'm taking my time with this. I'm in no hurry to finish it. I just enjoy playing around with this journal every once in a while. And this is another journal exactly like this one, but because this one got so chunky, I decided to house the other journal in another cover. especially because I just recently got this one. It was a gift from my brother's girlfriend. So Janet, if you're watching, thank you so much. I absolutely love it. I was so pleasantly surprised with this blue leather. I didn't expect it to be so soft. I mean, it's way softer than the black and this brown. It reminds me of the camel, but inside, I mean, look at that. It's so suede, so beautiful. I mean, it's just so nice to touch it, and I like how it scratches with a very light blue. So I'm already enjoying this cover. Again, I went with the accent color elastic band, and this is from Eureka Art Studio. I will link her shop in the description below. I absolutely love her art. I was saving it for a passport size black traveler's notebook, but then I saw this went perfectly with this, and I was like, yeah, match made in heaven, it belongs in here. And oof, I love this so much. The thing is, where I live is so hot, the glue is kind of melting, so I have to keep pressing it, but I love this. Anyway, I have another journal in here where I like to scrapbook and do kind of essay writing, develop arguments, thoughts, ideas, and again, these two notebooks are a place of joy, of mindfulness, and I enjoy them so much. In this one, I don't have as many layers as the other one, so it is not as chunky. The first pages are mostly just pen and paper and the occasional washi tape. And because this one is purely Tomoe River paper, also is not too bulky. The other one has a mix of thicker papers and thin paper. But that's what I have in here. And last but not least, my pocket traveler's notebook. In this one, I have a memory keeping insert. There's a video where I show you how I make these tiny inserts that look like chocolates because they have chocolate wrapping. And when I archive them, I intend to have like my archive of tiny chocolates. But so this one is kind of day-to-day life. So it's going to be blurred because it's our life, family life. I have the months, some movie reviews, the highlights of each month. And I still have to backlog some of April and May, but it's fun. I have some pictures. I have mixed paper in here. I made it with paper from old planners. For example, this is Moleskine. I have paper from a Hobonichi planner. I reused paper from old planners and traveler's notebooks. This is wrapping paper from Baumkuchen. So I'm so happy with how this turned out. The thing is, for memory keeping, it feels like overkill having this and my 5-year journal and my planners. So, I mean, it's fun. I like how it looks. I like the idea of archiving my little memory chocolates. But at the end of the year, I will have to make a decision on which forms of memory keeping I will keep because I'm not enjoying writing the same daily events in so many places. That's why in this one I'm only doing just monthly highlights. But still, I will decide at the end of the year which forms of memory keeping I will keep up with. So that's what I have in here. So this is family life and this is my son's. He has a 5-year journal where I write to him almost every day. I have 1 more year left in that 5-year journal, and I don't think I will get another 5-year journal because, I mean, there are days where there are no big events and I could leave it blank. So I don't know. I think I like more the idea of giving him, when he grows up, a stack of tiny notebooks with pictures and highlights, kind of what I have in here, but only events related to him. School, like how he did in school, play dates, travels, trips, all of that. So this one I have it ready for my kid. And I mean, I have some events from this year to see how it may look like, and I have some pictures in here, and it's really fun. I do enjoy it. I like it, but I think I will really be more consistent with this once I'm done with his 5-year journal. So that's what I have in here, and yeah, I will get back to you on how I use these passport inserts for memory keeping. So those are my traveler's notebooks. I hope you saw ideas that you found useful, that you would like to implement in your own journaling or your own creative process. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below, and I will do my best to get back to you. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.